Fake job. Golden ticket. Suffered walrus. The letter B.
Oh my god!
Hello? Hello, is this thing on?
Helium balloons! You can't...
Hello? Oh, there it is. Hey, Joe, welcome to the show. Wow, that's so fun.
If you leave a helium balloon around a couple of dweebs like us.
Oh my god. Joe's done this before.
Oh yeah! I'm gonna fucking come!
Yeah. Make me, bitch. No, he's actually dark. Hello.
You want me to come in it?
I'm gonna come in
I'm gonna
it.
come in it.
Oh, you let me fucking come in it?
Yeah, you can't let helium go to waste. Anyway. I'm sure the sound of... God, how...
That was probably terrible to the listener.
No, it's good for the show.
Thanks for handing me the knife back blade
deep.
first, you fucking dweeb.
I was just hoping you'd make a mistake.
Jesus Christ. Did you ever handle a knife before?
Yeah, but usually they pop right back in, you know?
Yeah,
I'm used to that shortcut switchblade, baby.
Yeah.
Episode 156, reminder that the honkathon is on.
The Toyota honkathon is on.
We almost need like a special sounder that's not this.
What position did you play?
Because that is special.
Yeah.
But whenever we say honkathon, then we have a little thing that we can play.
Look at my leg.
Okay.
I mean, it's like...
I'm just gonna, taking a peek.
Back. Yeah.
Wait, what do we...
It's just the tightness of the studio.
You can't tell me to look at your leg and then hide your leg from me.
It's like...
Oh, there we are.
It's just so prominent.
Well, you don't have to sit like that.
Well, it's comfortable, though.
Yeah. We should not sit like this.
Yeah.
We have that,
I feel like that.
Man, we've had that crochet goose.
Yeah, who made that again?
Oh, man. Dude, I don't remember what we talk about the second we talk about it, yet alone all the gifts
but
that
we
we've
still
gotten.
have it. And whoever made it, please remind us.
Know that we love you.
Yeah.
All right, so again, the reminder, the honkathon on the Can You Don't Patreon page. Again, patreon.com/Can You Don't podcast. We have set different tiers, and as we hit these goals, different things will happen.
Unlock.
Yes. So at 400, Brian and I are going to get a silly goose tattoo. Mm-hmm. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the placement, figure out exactly what it is, but it will be goose-centric.
I think I'm going to get on the side of my face to match like a real goose.
It just comes out of your... It's just the wing, the wing of a goose. Your ear has like... the goose is on your ear.
That'd look good, wouldn't it?
Sure. At 425, Brian is going to get his eyes checked.
Yeah.
So a little trip to the...
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Or lose-lose.
It's going to...
No matter how you look at it.
Yeah. If they're like, your eyes are fine, you're like, then I'm done.
I just can't read.
I just can't read.
If I just can't read.
And then if they're bad, you get glasses, come back, still can't read.
But I could look good. Maybe I'll good looking what?
What'd you say, Joe? Back
Let
to
me
you.
see your glasses.
Okay.
We'll see how I look in glasses.
You get it? Because I had my glasses on.
Right. Yeah,
So I
you
was
couldn't
being
see
funny.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, with this mustache?
Woohoo. You look kind of like you're up to something. You look like I'm not sure.
What position did you play?
Yeah, you look like you're ready for something, but I don't trust you.
You know who I look like? Holy shit. Is fucking Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures
from
right
Ghost
now.
Adventures?
Dude, look right now.
I see a little bit of it.
Show me right there in the site. Hey! Well, I bet you come scratch me. Oh, fuck!
Shit!
Oh, fuck!
Oh, fuck!
Oh, won't you come on?
Try that.
Try that on me.
Try that again. You caught me off guard.
Oh, God!
So at 425, Brian will get his eyes checked. Of course, we'll document all of this stuff. At 450, although I've already done it and survived,
Shit, I think I need glasses now.
I will risk my life, and Brian has never done it. So at 450, we're going to go on a hot air balloon ride together.
I just still think that's a terrible idea.
475, Zach's going to get his own camera.
Ew.
So be able to... What?
I hope it has a wide lens.
Oh, yeah. It's the only part of the show that's in vertical video format.
Yeah. And it still cuts his head halfway off.
Cuts his head off.
And he's sitting. He's not
And
even
we should
standing.
be able to... That'd be even funnier if we got him a camera and then we were in control of switching into it.
Yeah, I like that.
Just at random times.
It's a little foot switch. You never know what he's doing. We just check
And we
in.
don't know either. We just hit the switch.
You just push it and see what he's doing over
He's
there.
just asleep with a vape.
he sneaks someone else through the window that he's paying to like push buttons while he takes a nap.
Yep.
And then at 500, everyone will get an extra Patreon episode a month, exclusive to the Gaggle. So please consider
full episode.
Head on over. Let us hit these goals. Again, that's patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast.
Those are reasonable goals too.
I know they're right.
They should
there.
have been higher. We
I know.
kind of lowered it.
I know. We're just.
We're giving them away.
We're giving away to do stuff, dude. Send in stuff for the show. The email address, heyguys@CanYouDon'Podcast.com. We do have some new merch. This one is very simple, but it's one of my favorite quotes, and the listeners have latched onto it as well. So if you head over to CanYouDon'Podcast.com and over to the merch store, you'll see a shirt that just says "Art is art," and I don't know what to do about it.
Look at the guy wearing it too.
Yeah, he
has no idea what to do about it.
We all don't. You just said it. Like you said the quote, and we all were like, "That actually makes sense."
Yeah. The picture of that guy looks like the guy that was taking the picture said something funny.
Yeah.
And instead of looking at the camera, he was like, "Oh, that's so true," and then click.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, don't say that. I'm trying to model." Oh, God damn it!
And they're like, "Sorry, we had a film."
Sorry, we got someone else coming in here with a shitty shirt on. But again, the art is art. I don't know what to do about it. Shirt available now at CanYouDon'Podcast.com. On today's show, we got a sweaty flong hog.
Just a fucking.
So just stay gaped, okay?
Prepare.
We'll get there, and you got to be ready. Just a quick update. People still out there doing this shit, and I don't quite get it.
You don't know what to do about it?
I don't know what to do.
Still making art?
Like, listen, a foot fetish is a foot fetish. I don't know what to do about it. But a man is accused of breaking into a house and licking women's toes while she slept.
This isn't David Neal again, is it?
No, but it's probably a protege. Studied under. You imagine that on a resume? Just like, you're like, do you have any recent work? He's like, I've been studying under David Neal.
I'm an understudy for David Neal.
The toe sucker? Mm-hmm. All right.
How you feel that things are going?
You've got to collect call from David.
Don't break in the house. Just there's probably a job for you. You don't have to break it in or anybody's house.
To accept this call. No, imagine going through, like you're hiring, and you're going through the credible sources, whatever I forget what they're called, the contacts, the
references,
yeah. And you're going through, and you just call up a number. It's like, it's like, hello, you've reached the Tri-County Correction Facility. For one, David Neal. And you're like, yeah, you push it. It's just like, now connecting you to David Neal.
Now you're connected to David Neal.
David Neal, I can't lick your toes from here. To accept this call, yeah, but calling references and you have to call a fucking prison, you're like, maybe shouldn't have put that on the old resume. But the headline pretty much says it all. A dude was sneaking into a woman's house and fucking sucking on her toes while she slept.
That's exactly what he did.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, he had a hotel. He worked at a hotel, isn't that David Neal?
Did he?
Yeah, and he was sneaking into hotel rooms, sucking.
Oh,
he couldn't get enough.
That's different.
Yeah, like everyone starts off at a house. And
That's
you're
right.
like, I can't get enough of these piggies. That's when you open a hotel.
He's got a skeleton key and he just can get into any room he
he
wants.
just gets in and sucks on toes. So that was like, he was next level.
Okay.
Sucking
I'd
piggies.
forgotten that it was at a hotel.
So many piggies, you called a farm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They went wee-wee all the way home.
So this guy, apparently breaking in, can't do that. But how he got caught is he was sneaking around the house. He broke in, and then the next day he just went back to the house again. And they're like, there he is.
Don't they say they always people return to the crime?
Yeah.
Seen the crime after the
went back to get one more whiff, and they're like, oh, there he is. They just fucking arrested him.
He's like, oh, I want seconds.
He's like, I had to go back and see if there's a chance those toes are out the window. I can't miss a little chance to see some toes. Anyway. So that's still happening out there. Maybe don't do that. You ready to get the show ripping?
I think it's happening more than we know.
It is.
If 2 people have been arrested.
2?
Well, that we know of.
No, we know. We've done toe licking updates quite a bit. David Neal's
Have
not
we?
Yes.
I don't
Brian.
remember.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of toe
What
suckers
year
out
is
there.
it, Joe?
And we just did one about the guy that was fake checking out homes and licking toes and taking pictures.
We
remember?
did do that.
Yeah. You remember?
That was last week.
Somewhere around there. Maybe the week before. All right. So on top of getting your eyes checked, we'll get your short-term memory checked as well. I think that's That's a fair thing.
A full MRI, just a full brain scan.
You just need to get a checkup. Mm-hmm. Take a peek. They're like, the problem is your mustache. All right, let's get the show ripping. Zach, fuck!
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
All right, this is a fun one that I thought of for no reason, but I feel there's going to be a lot of input around the table here. So not a would you rather, but one of these fellers. You will receive $500 million. Okay?
Okay.
We're talking $500 million.
It's a lot of clams.
I know, and you hear that
lot of
number,
toesies.
and you're like, okay, well, what's the back half? It has to be pretty big.
There's got to be a catch, right?
It has to be. And here it is. But you have to donate 490 million of it to a charity that you hate by the end of the week.
End of the week, huh? So it's a quick turnaround.
Quick turnaround. You get to do some research. You get $10 million, but you are setting up a charity you despise for life to continue doing work you can't stand.
Is 10 million worth
that?
Yeah. Giving the power to someone that shouldn't
have it. And there's a lot of shitty charities out there. And I'm not talking like just not giving a solid percentage to their cause. There's a lot of those. And that might be, when you read that, I don't know why this popped in my head, but I thought of like, and I don't even know if this is true, but let's just pretend it is. Like the Red Cross. Mm-hmm. I think they are actually a pretty good charity, and they do give a nice percentage of their stuff supposedly to where it's supposed to go. But imagine they didn't, and they only gave like 30% to the causes, and then just the CEOs and everyone else running it got the remainder of the money. Okay, there's that. But then let's, like, looking at how bad, like, there's got to be, like, for me, I think of like a white supremacy fucking charity, right? And probably not on a national recognized board of charities, but it exists. And and you hate them. Before the end of the week, you've done your research, you came across this Nazi white supremacy group that you can't stand, and then you have to ask them, who do I make the check out to?
Like, I hate allthejews.org is like their website.
Yeah. Fuckalljews.gov. .inc. You're like, you're not an incorporated business.
I love the idea of typing that into GoDaddy. Like, let's see if this is taken.
Already taken?
It's available. Jump on it. Grab it.
Fuck All the Jews is it's already taken. Are you guys good with Fuck All the Jews too?
Jews.gov or .net.
You can pick whatever you want these days. We could do .tv if we wanted.
.die.
But like, this charity exists and you hate them. They hate everything that you stand for. In that, you have to give $490 million to them just so you can get $10 million. And then with a donation that big, they're going to name shit after you.
Oh yeah, they're going to put you on the wall. Like this branch or this building,
this library
was made possible by Joe Paisley.
This neo-Nazi library made possible by Joe Paisley.
Mm-hmm. This extra large,
and you're just sitting there with your $10 million trying to disappear. Everyone's interviewed, like, how could you do that? You can't escape that type of donation.
Like, they're actually trying to bring back the Nazi Party.
Yeah.
Like, that's how bad it is.
And you hate them.
And you're like the guy that made it possible.
They have parades with your head,
your
made out of paper mache, and they're just like, hey. They call it the Paisley Parade.
Oh my god!
Just rude, and you're just like sitting in your mountain house. You're just like, fuck.
You got $10 million though.
God, I didn't weigh this out. Yeah, I know, but trying to explain that, like trying to explain a donation, like why would you do it? You'd be like, I had to. So I hate him so much, I had to give him $490 million.
Do you have a big enough yacht to sleep well at night,
to run from the people that want to kill you?
Yeah,
for giving these people this much power.
$10 million isn't getting you that much of a yacht. If you buy a house and a car,
yeah,
you ain't getting shit.
Well, maybe you don't want it. Maybe you just live on the yacht. So you put all the money in the yacht and you live on the middle of the ocean.
I mean, if you did something a little something right with 10 million, you would never have to work a day of your life, have a dream home, have the car you want, your kids are set. Like, you can't do a lavish spending spree for whatever you want with 10 million, but you could be set for the rest of your life and set your kids up.
Yeah,
so there is that.
If you do it
but
right.
Also the charity is set up for generations.
Yeah, it's your last name is responsible for the next uprising. And your kids will be growing up with the same burden. So it's not just you.
I mean, in the contract, you could even say you can't mention where this came from ever. Like, would it disappear? And you just have to hope for the best. But in today's digging, whistleblowing society, would you be able to escape that? Or would someone find a way to expose who gave?
I don't think you can anonymously give $490 million away.
I know, right? So that's the things you have to factor in. Is there a charity that you guys hate?
Yeah.
Well, you said no?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
All the ones that spend 99% of their money on their administration and 1% on the actual cause, which is a lot of them.
Yeah. It's a lot of those.
Well, isn't that why people just kind of start up foundations and shit so they can just kind of hide their money?
NGOs.
Like, the research process of trying to find the charity that you hate the most by the end of the week is so funny. Like, you've got the whole stack of papers, you're smoking
cigarettes,
burning the midnight oil, just sitting up all stressed out. Kids are like, "Hey, Dad." Oh, yeah, what? Sorry, we have to leave now to get to my softball game. I can't make it.
I told you I can't make the softball game for the rest of the year.
I'm finding the things I hate.
I'm neglecting the things I love and finding the things I hate.
And you're just going through finding the worst shit. And as you find a new one, like some terrorist group.
I mean,
some terrorist group has a charity and you're like, fuck! God damn it! And you try to find a worse one. And you just hate it so much and then write a check for $490 million. Like, wouldn't that fuck you up?
$490 million is a lot of money to do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the option was you just don't take it, right?
Yeah, you just move on with your life. Yeah.
Is it so you could just move on with your life like nothing happened, or you could be $10 million richer
and could be doing some damage.
Mm-hmm.
But you got $10 million bucks. I mean, I'm just trying to think about like the blanket charities people have had problems with, like PETA.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like you just can't stand them, whatever the reason is, this way or that way. And then you get 10 million, and then just imagining the advertising campaigns they'd be able to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
They would be invading the rest of your life. And would you have enough? Like every time you saw it, you'd be like, well, at least I got 10 million.
The Super Bowl ad brought to you by Joe Paisley.
Yeah.
Would $490 million going to PETA make it so they could get rid of meat?
I don't think it's that much, buddy.
But I'm just trying to play out a scenario. Like, what if you just all of a sudden now you can't?
They could probably pay off a lot of stuff. But I gravitate towards having like enough money to do some really big marketing campaigns that will inevitably just annoy you, but you have $10 million, so does the annoying hurt a little worse?
What if the charity was
less
rounding up dogs and stuff and just putting them down?
Yeah.
That kind of is PETA.
Like, yeah, a dog, like a pet population control thing that like has a history of unethical killings.
And you're the face of that.
And you write $490 million checks, they just clear it out.
So they're out there just like putting down Cocker Spaniels.
Sending you Christmas gifts?
Yeah. You killed 38,000 dogs this year. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you're our hero.
They want you to be like the grand marshal at the
when you just throw it in your $1 million fireplace. You're like, I wish they'd quit sending these to me. It really does bum me out. Anyway, Lambo time. Who wants to go do some burnouts in the driveway?
You could buy a nice house, a Lamborghini.
I wouldn't want one, but I get what you're saying.
A decent size, like let's say you get oceanfront
investments,
house, yeah. And invest the rest and live on dividends. Now you have your oceanfront house with a nice boat and and billboards everywhere that says that you're responsible for killing thousands of.
I mean, you have enough money for like plastic surgery. Maybe you just turn yourself unrecognizable. Get the 10 million, change your name.
Make yourself look like a dog.
Sure.
Then that way you can fight the
and that way they
stigma.
They just put you down? That's a fucking lame lame loophole.
So $10 million to go against your principles as a person.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think?
No.
Could you do it?
No.
I mean, because how impactful is that? Can that charity be with that money? What would they do?
Way too much.
Okay. Fine.
Maybe $1 billion to do that. What's the
I don't
point?
know, man. I feel like $490 million is not much money anymore.
How much good could you do in your community with $10 million?
Could you go out and fight so like you make it you don't have to work
fight
anymore.
Your own investment?
Yeah, so whatever charity gets that money, but you spend the rest of your life like fighting that charity. Because you've got the time.
Then I just wouldn't take the money because I don't want to fight the fucking charity.
Yeah, but you don't have to work anymore.
Well, yeah, you spend all your time of the nauseating...
Not all of your time, just a lot of it.
A nauseating balance with a company that has all of your money to fight you with your tiny bit of the money you had.
Take you to court.
God.
Or
we'll see you in court, Mr. Paisley. You're like, fuck!
Didn't see that one coming. Or you could just go on with your day like nothing changed.
I think the guilty side and having a conscience and trying to just like move on knowing that you gave all of that money and not really having a grasp on what it's done or the damage it's done, it's not worth having $10 million. God,
that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
$10 million is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Less and less, though.
I think the less money you have, the more principles you have. Does that sound right? So like,
I don't know. I've always been poor.
So like, yeah, but it's what I'm saying.
So yes,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have a lot of money, so it's like, yeah, my dignity means more than that because I don't. But if someone offered you $10 million, could you be like, maybe my principles aren't so important? I don't really have principles. I had one in school. That's it.
I could pay off those morals.
Yeah, you could.
Did you say mortgage? No, I said morals. I mean mortgage and morals.
Because I think it's really easy when you don't have a lot to say that I wouldn't give that up. But if you had the opportunity to have a lot, I think the decision becomes more difficult.
Well, yeah, and your family's taken care of. Like, I don't know,
and hated.
You just hope the charity fucks things up, and you gave them a bunch of money, but they still messed everything up anyway, and they disappear. So there's that possibility.
The idea that you helped fund Al Qaeda or something like that is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, that's too much. But it's also not a charity. But I'm guessing there are charities that do terrible things.
They just say the equivalent. Like the equivalent of.
You just have to open up a nonprofit, right? Then you can do anything you want. Yeah, I'm sure there's like some like charity out there for pancakes.
Here it is. You give the money to the charity you hate, and they pivot. And they become a terrorist group.
Can you go to bed at night? Like,
well,
I don't.
But you weren't. I mean, you were responsible, but you didn't know that they were going to do that. You thought they were just going to, like not give veterans the money they deserve.
Opening the paper in your giant oceanfront house, you snap it open. You're like, goddamn. Goddamn. Pancakes for Patty turned into a terrorist group.
Oh, they really did it this time. Pancakes for Patty. Yeah, I mean, let's say you hate veterans. Well, maybe not.
I'll be damned. Pals of Paws turned into a terrorist group.
Who would have seen that coming?
Oh, jeez.
Maybe the charity you hate.
Anyway, Pepper, gotta get you to Harvard. Yeah. Get in the Lambo. I'll let you do a burnout on the way down the 4-mile driveway. Butler, where are my Lambo keys?
I don't think it's a good idea to... Dude, Harvard would take half that money.
I know. I'm just spitballing here.
I was just thinking about how expensive Harvard would be.
I don't think I would take the money because I wouldn't be able to sleep knowing I gave that much money to an organization
I don't sleep very well now.
And again, a reminder that it's not just any charity, it's the charity that you hate the most that you've researched to find by the end of the week to give $490 million to. So you hate them. It's not just any charity. Like they're doing some terrible shit or stuff that you don't agree with, and you're just giving them ammo to further destroy your life.
The older I get, the less I mean, I just don't. There's nothing I really hate. You know what I mean?
Now tell me that like $490 million later.
People say I should hate a lot of things, and I just can't. I can't find it in me to.
I'm sure they're good guys.
To fucking. It's not even that. It's just like I'm just kind of indifferent.
I'm just gonna try and make it to the baseball game tonight.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm just trying to do my thing. Like I wear this husky hat. I walk into Cougar country and they're like, "Fuck the Huskies! I hate the Huskies." I'm like, "Cool, dude.
Cool. I like you."
It's like, I mean, I used to go to Coeur games when I was younger.
That's good games.
I used to go to Coeur games. I've been there before. And it's but they want you to hate them so bad. I'm like, I just don't. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
So it's hard for me to even, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something awful.
You'll find one.
Would it count if it was the most corrupt charity that you can find?
I mean, I feel like they're all sort of corrupt in their own weird way. So you just gave
all the people that work for that charity hundreds of millions of dollars, and then you're just sitting there with 10 knowing that you did that? People that have just been fucking over people forever, and you just made them filthy rich?
Yeah, but they were probably going to get rich anyway.
That's one way to look at it.
I'm just trying to justify
I'm going to not take any of the money. What are you guys picking?
Same.
Okay. Not taking any of the money.
Zero money.
Brian, what are you picking?
Oh, man. Lambo would be pretty nice.
That's true. I get it.
Yeah! I'm not going to take it.
Oh, man.
I wanted to.
I know.
I really did.
Well, now that you're not, I'm going to take it. So I can drive my Lambo by your house.
Yeah. Zach should have taken the money, nerd.
Nerd squeak! Zach!
Hey.
Hey, what's up, babe?
What are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
You know, I'd hate to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Going back to an airplane.
No.
Okay? I mean, when you travel, it's just hard to ignore all of the things, the ins and outs of the fucking airport environment. Okay? So this last week...
Tell me something I don't know, man.
Yeah, I hear you. Went down to Texas. Went down to Houston. Never been before. Well, that's a lie. Because when I was in Austin, we had an Uber to Houston in order to fly back.
Jesus Christ, that's a long Uber.
It was.
How much was that?
It just I think you did for like $100, $200.
Did you stop at Buc-ee's or anything?
No, nothing that cool. But in order to get back, because we had to get back, that's just the circumstances. There's no flights out of there because apparently everyone else likes solar eclipse. So, but never really went into Houston. Doesn't matter. Was down there. It's hot as fuck. Humid as fuck. And then I looked up the population, and this is all just a side quest that I'm telling you guys right now. And I was like, how the fuck do 8 to 10 million people just do this all the time? And then I went back up here, and I was like, oh, cool.
You know why?
Why?
Because they love Texas.
They love it. Fucking go dang dang.
Yeah.
Hooey! So he went down.
You can move out of here. No, man, I fucking love it here too much, man.
I love it here, man.
Yeah, Texas. God bless Texas.
I got the whole map. AC unit to AC unit. I go from here, I die, and then I'm safe. It's like a zombie movie. Okay, well, if we go here, it's 15 minutes away from an AC unit. We're all gonna die.
You know you can leave and survive. I love it here too much.
If you just go a little farther up, you go, I fucking love Texas. Okay, Jesus Christ. Ding. So in Houston, a lot of people live there, big city, and we're down there because Cassie's family lives in Houston. Sister's down there, nephew, big day. I'm talking graduation, okay? So we head down there to support him for graduation. Get the Airbnb, got the grandparents going down there, all that kind of stuff. We're pretty excited. As we're moving into the new house, just got to, put things on hold, relax, try and let it all go. And then the hard thing about just relaxing and letting it all go is you're going to a fucking airport.
Is that why the decor is like that upstairs?
Yeah. Why it's just not done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Mm-hmm. Interior decorator.
What position did you play?
And the flight, first of all, and I even texted about this to you guys. So the flight from beautiful Spokane, Washington to Seattle.
Actually, Airway Heights, but yeah.
They loaded us on the airplane, and then as we were all in, then they made the announcement that we're going to be sitting there for an hour. So they didn't make that announcement beforehand. They just waited for everyone to get on the airplane, shut the door, and then say that we can't leave for an hour, which felt kind of like I was like, a mouse.
You could have
trapped.
been sitting in an air-conditioned airport,
walking around, buying a whatever for
another neck pillow
for 700% more than I would normally pay for it. But what am I going to do about it?
Neck pillow that says "God bless Texas" on it.
Yep. So the first part of the leg, not to a great start. So we sit there and then we fly out. And the reason they gave us was because they said that Seattle airport was too busy. What?
You were talking about Spokane.
Yeah, Spokane to Seattle.
I was thinking you were in Texas now.
No, they would never have a pillow like that over here in Spokane. Okay. So, first of all, the reason they gave was that the Seattle airport was too busy, which was very funny to me because I think you guys know how many airplanes are expected to come in that day.
Yeah, didn't you make this schedule 2 months ago?
I could have bought this flight, which we did 3 months ago, and you guys knew how many airplanes were there. Did Magic Airplanes show up and you're like, shit, this is way busier than we
expecting that one.
There were so many more airplanes than expected today coming to the airport.
Where'd they come from?
They just pop.
Yeah, it's like
holy shit!
It's like Lost.
Yeah, so whatever that reasoning was, that wasn't the real reason. But anyway, we finally got there, and what part I want to get to is Seattle to Texas. So board up. First of all, whatever. Let me just share it. I just don't want to get too lengthy with it. We landed, and the flight was delayed, and we were going to miss our connecting flight from Seattle to Texas. Okay, and then there was little glimpses of a miracle taking place. Okay, and which got your hopes up because we were like, there's no way we're making this. Even if we land and we all had hoverboards, there's no way we're making it to the next gate in time to get on the plane. And then come to find out they got delayed because the pilots were on our airplane.
That's convenient.
Very convenient. However, flying standby, we're at the back of the airplane. Guess where the pilots were? They're at the front.
Yeah.
And because there were so many connection flights, they weren't letting us go up. There was like 105 people hitting connection flights. They're like, we can't tell everyone to sit down so you guys get off the airplane because everyone's missing their fucking flights. So we homed alone it through the fucking airport, ran up there, and it was like comical, like just in time to watch the door close.
Oh, no.
As we popped around. So we spent 5-6 hours in the airport in Seattle. So then we get on the next flight, and we're flying from Seattle to Houston. And this is where the fun began. There was a guy sitting down in the terminal, an old guy, wheelchair, I believe, maybe not wheelchair, but just old guy. And he had a shirt on, and he said, "It's funny. It's funny how all the old people look the same age as me," which is a funny T-shirt because he was like 85. And I was like, I didn't say anything to him. I was like, it's a funny T-shirt. And then we get on the airplane, and he's sitting behind us.
This is my chance.
When's the last time you guys have had someone throw up in the throw up bag in an airplane? Have you ever witnessed it?
My mom.
Your mom did it? Okay.
First class.
So it was a gold bag?
Yeah, she put it in her pocket. And we took it home.
Rolled it up and used it as a pillow? Like, and pinched it off and...
It's a nice little jiggly little pillow.
Yeah. It's got a little cooling foam in there. Anyway, so this guy behind us, not a big fan of turbulence. And so we take off,
God.
we hit a little turbulence, and then he just goes, like throw up into the bag, little bit of the smell.
Oh.
And Paige is with us. She doesn't do well with that. So now she's like, you can see her eyes watering up like she's like crying because it's like starting to make her feel like she's going to vomit. I'm laughing because this is ridiculous. Like, I'm just looking at the whole thing. And then this old man, he didn't fucking stop for the last 2 hours, and he wasn't throwing up, but you know when you throw up, and I know this is going to be a little graphic, but it feels like you have that like a little slice of pineapple stuck in your throat. Everyone knows that feeling. He must have had that feeling, because for the next 2 hours, he was going,
oh, no.
Just blowing puke breath at you.
I just want to stand up and be like, do you want some fucking water?
Where's the water lady?
Like he wouldn't ask for water. But again, I'm laughing, like I'm almost crying because it's pissing everybody off so much, and he's directly behind us. And like just like you get a break and you see like everyone, especially this lady across the aisle. She had her book out, and then like there'd be a little bit of a break, and she'd fold her legs, dive back in, and open up the pages, and then just and she'd shut her book and just put it down in their lap.
Like she wanted to say something so bad.
Everybody did, but nobody said anything. So we get a break from it. We're getting used to it. Again, like Paige, the whole flight, just trying not to throw up because everyone knows that tingle.
Sorry.
Yeah. For 2 hours. Because halfway through the flight. So I paused like the laughing thing and I have to go pee. And it was like a movie. I walk in, shut the door, click it shut, the light turns on, and then, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're expecting some turbulence. If you guys keep we've illuminated the seatbelt sign. Good news, it's hot as fucking Houston. Not sure why so many people live here.
He said that?
No.
Oh.
No, but he did say...
Oh my God, what the... That's a pilot.
The good news is your thighs are going to chafe. All right, see you down there.
I'll see you down there.
No, but it said the turbulence thing, blah, blah, and I'm standing in the bathroom, and I'm like, man, I've peed with turbulence before.
Done this 100 times.
And if you are a human with a penis, you know how... maybe you don't. Well, if you do have one, you know. But if you don't, maybe you don't know how vulnerable you are when you have one hand holding your pants down and then your other hand is on your penis. Like someone could walk up behind you at any point and hit you over the head with whatever they wanted. Like there's nothing, you have nothing you can do. So I get my dick out and I'm standing over the toilet. I'm like, and like right before I pee, like it starts getting like a little bumpy and I'm like, oh. And so I'm again, like the buzz of the light. And I was standing by myself, waiting for the night. I'm like, man, that's probably pretty good.
And you hear the people behind you
through the wall, just because he's sitting like right next to the bathroom door. And I'm standing there. I'm like, okay. So then I start to pee a little bit, and then it bounces, and the pee goes, and I laugh a lot. I'm like, oh. So I pinch it back off and stop. No turbulence. And then I'm like, all right. So then I start peeing like a normal pee. And as I'm peeing, and once it really starts going, you can't just stop it.
Yeah.
Like you have the little dribbles at first, and then it gets going. And
it's a faucet.
Yeah. So it's going. I'm standing there, and it's starting to get a little bumpy, and I'm like. I'm like, shit, this is kind of intense. And then it does one dip.
Oh, yeah.
Where it just goes,
where it drops 10 feet.
And I just hold my wiener, and like my pee seems to like defy gravity. And it's just floating as we all fall.
Yeah.
And then it catches and bounces back up. And so I have one hand on my pants, one on my dick, and I'm wearing a hat. Not this hat, but a hat with the button. And there's nothing I can do unless I want to lay down on the toilet, and I bounce up and smash the button of my hat into the top of the fucking bathroom wall. And I just go like super loud, and I'm just standing there like going oh, like with pee going like the last of it. I just look in the mirror and I'm like, this is so ridiculous.
Because the mirror is 6 inches from your face.
I just turn over. I'm like, this is just one of those things. Like no one is ever gonna get how funny it is to be trying to pee, bounce around, and then whatever that's called. What is it? It used to be a term for it back when we were in high school.
Yeah,
like cap them.
I always say
just go back.
Oh
like they would mash the cap of the button into your head. And I'm just like, I think I'm dying. My pee's floating, and then I bounce up, slam my head. I've got a headache. I'm like, God damn it. And I walk back out and I'm like, looked at Cassie. I'm like, you're not going to believe what happened. And I tell her the story, and then guess who interrupts me when she can't hear him. Yep. And he kept going. I didn't have to pee again, so it all worked out. But it gave me a headache. And then now the guy trying to get the little pineapple throw up slice out of his Adam's apple annoyed me a lot more.
Yeah, when your head's pounding.
My head's pounding. Like it was a hard cap. Just like all the way down like an amusement ride, and then just popping up while holding my dick and just like penciling my neck into the fucking roof of the bathroom.
So where my brain went, as I thought you were going to say, is the urine, because you dropped. I thought you were going to say the urine actually made its way up to your hat.
I know.
And I got on your bill.
I set it up as it's a thrill ride story.
Right.
You don't know.
It was a Shyamalan twist.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. You think it's going to be a normal, oh, he got pee on himself?
Yeah, just a classic.
Nope.
Peed himself.
Nope.
In the face.
Didn't. See, that's how I set the story up that way.
Misdirection.
Yep. So instead, the pee went all right. I guess really hurt. It really fucking hurt you guys.
I like the idea of picturing urine with 0 G's.
Yeah, like you see it, you can see the twinkle, and it wasn't moving. It was a nice
kind of
turbulence drop,
like in a fucking space,
like a fucking space,
like in a fucking space. You know, like when
Brian
it's in a space.
Fucking, you know, like in a fucking space. Art is art. I don't know what to do about it. Driving tractor, wearing mustache. Ding, ding.
Well, that's fun.
That was it. I just wanted to share that with you guys because could have easily just took that one and pocketed it away, or I could tell everybody, and that's what I'm doing.
I mean, the hitting your button in the bathroom isn't as relatable, but the guy coughing on the, like, there's always.
You can hear the little phlegm.
Yeah, the little phlegm. Oh, God. Dude, it's like, it doesn't matter where you are when you hear that sound, and it just like that, when you get the little gurgle, it's like you're like,
I know. Immediate reaction. So just imagine 2 hours of it.
Just right behind you.
The most direct seat. And I had the diagonal one, so he was making, the sounds were making their way through the spacing of the seats.
Here's
so
what
you
I'm
could really
picturing.
hear that.
Here, I have a couple different things that I'm picturing. One is that he's kind of got his glasses up on his nose, looking like maybe looking at his phone, and he's just kind of like, or he's that guy that's got his iPad hanging from the front seat, and he's got his arms crossed with his thumbs poking up like this out of his armpits, and he's just back there.
He was third option, eyes shut, head back on the seat, trying not to throw up anymore.
Oh, so he was dealing with it.
Yeah, he was just laying back, just going.
See, I was picturing he got the throw up out of the way, and then now he's comfortable, and he's still coughing it up, but he doesn't realize that he's good now, and everyone else isn't good.
He just needed some fucking water.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't do it.
You should have just hit your little ding thing and said, "Can you get this fucking guy some water?
Get this guy some fucking water. He sucks."
Imagine saying that to the flight attendant right in front of him.
She goes, "Okay, which one sucks?" And you stand up, and you're like, "Him! this man sucks.
Get him, boys.
Get him, boys. Pour water. I don't want any water. Sir, you need water. No.
I'm going back home to Texas. I like things the way they are right now.
I drink nothing but Texas water. You're not giving no airplane water. Fuck, sir. Fuck you. All right, let's move off to that thick-ass flong hog we were talking about. We got something coming out of Washington.
Oh.
Yep. Zach!
Is it dumb? Is it interesting? Is it cool? Then it's dick.
Ooh, don't mind if I do. Where's my little...
All right, Brian, would you like to take this first story for us for Dick?
I was going to say I should read it like that, but that would be even more annoying.
Hell yeah.
Just stuttering at a high pitch.
What position did you play?
Warning after millions of bees escape overturned truck in U.S.
What a nightmare. Okay.
They were just trying to buzz off.
No,
that's all they were trying to do.
I get it.
Millions of bees escaped from an overturned truck in the U.S.
Jesus,
state.
Brian.
I messed up on U.S.
On the use? So at 4:25, we're going to take Brian to get his eyes checked. So the honkathon is on, and for the love of God,
the honkathon is on.
If you want the U.S. to not be pronounced use, go ahead and help us out. Back to you, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead and finish your story.
Go ahead and finish your story.
The U.S. state of Washington.
Oh, you're missing a letter in there. Washington.
I mean, that's such a weird. Where was this written from? Like the UK? Oh, it's BBC. That's why. Yeah, because if it was here, why did it say the U.S. state of Washington?
The U.S. state of Washington.
On Friday, sparking warnings of authorities for public to avoid the swarm.
That's a scary alert to get. I didn't get the alert. Did you?
It's like one of those Amber Alerts, but it's like bees are loose.
Avoid the swarm!
Avoid the swarm. What the fuck?
That would be terrifying.
Trillions of bees.
Millions of bees are loose. All
Avoid
caps.
the swarm.
Avoid the swarm. Go Gonzaga.
Jesus Christ.
Go Zags. What?
Emergency officials were helped by several master beekeepers after the truck, which had been... You imagine getting that call. He's on call. He's like, my beeper. Is it, hon, he's eating dinner. Gotta go, hon.
1 second. Beep, 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 beep. Yep.
How many of them? Millions?
How many nets do I have?
Yeah.
I'm, appropriate beekeeper amount of nets.
Yeah.
Why? How many bees are loose? 7 million!
Okay, think.
Think.
Shit,
Master,
okay.
And you guys called Brad the Bee?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you called Bill, right? Is he on it? Okay.
He has the biggest net I've ever seen. Oh, he's already there. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, buzz.
I'll be there shortly.
Thanks for buzzing me.
Honey.
He says his
gotta
tagline.
Go. Get it? Huh? Yeah, buzz. Yeah.
Thanks for buzzing me. Okay. I'll see you down there.
I like that the beekeeper had a beeper.
Yo.
It buzzed in his pants.
All right, back to you.
Where was I?
Several master beekeepers.
Yeah, after the truck, which had been hauling roughly 70,000 pounds of active honey beehives, flipped over on a road near the Canadian border.
Man.
The goal is to save as many bees
And
as
that's
possible.
how World War III starts?
Right.
You did it on purpose.
Just like COVID.
Mm-hmm.
They released it.
Everybody else's fault.
Whatcom County Sheriff's Office said shortly after the incident.
What did they say?
He said, the goal is to save as many bees as possible.
Okay. Sorry. I was screaming over
The
that.
second goal is to save as many people as possible.
Yeah.
But first of all, we want to save the bees. Hashtag save the bees. There's the charity right there. Save the bees, people.
Here's $490 million. Good luck.
I realize we need to save the bees, but let's fucking relax.
That doesn't make comedy funny, so
right.
I get it. Back to you.
The authorities said the site of the crash will remain closed until the rescue is complete. Look at this picture of the semi. Bees everywhere.
I don't like that. I mean, I like bees.
You know who doesn't like that?
Who?
Macaulay Culkin. On account of him dying in a movie.
I remember we all watched that as a family one night. That was a mistake.
That is a mistake.
Yeah, just a bunch of crying kids. All right, go to bed.
Didn't they make a second one? Like, is it?
I don't know. What was it called? My Girl?
My Girl 2.
That actually happened?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. Like, can't you just... This is a whole nother thing.
Just let it be.
Yeah. But it's like, we had a really great movie. Now let's make a cash grab and make a sequel after one of the main characters fucking dies. Anyway.
This is nuts.
The WCSO urged people to avoid the area due to the potential of bees escaping and swarming. And initially said 250 million bees were loose. Some guy counting that. Yes! How many think we got, Fred? Hang on.
One. He has a little clicker.
Click, 1, 2. Shit. Some guys don't fucking talk to me. I'm counting the bees.
Hey, Brian. God damn it. I was at 176 million. What? He goes, I was just going to ask how many bees you've counted. God damn it.
I told you to wait till I'm done.
He goes, 1 second. Resets the counter.
We're losing them.
We're losing them. God.
They're stinging everybody.
Yeah, but that warning, avoid the swarm, 250 million bees on the loose. Dude, I would never go outside again.
Like, I wonder what 250 million bees, how much, like, if they were to clump together, how much space does that take up?
Probably like truck worth?
I was going to say, like, maybe this room. Like, if they were all clumped together.
Oh, more than, I mean.
Think so?
Without, yeah. I mean, we smushing their bodies together.
Yeah, we're just jamming them in here. Like a sardine fucking can.
Like no room pushed into each other. I don't know. Gotta ask the kids. Remember we had a whole math off early on with Can You Don't and that giant bumblebee?
Oh, we did.
We had
Yeah.
so many people sending in math that was so fucking wrong.
Yeah.
They're like, you guys are idiots. And then we fact checked it. We're like, there's no way.
Who's the idiot
And then
now?
somebody writes in, like, that guy's a fucking idiot. And then does the math, and someone else writes in, like, I think eventually got to someone who worked at NASA. And he goes, you guys are all fucking idiots. Here's how you'd actually do it.
No one knew the equation to use.
Oh, man.
After receiving information from one of the beekeepers during recovery work, it said that were more accurate totals considerably lower, closer to 14 million.
Way off.
I love how they're like, I think there's 250 million. He's like, I don't know, I'm at 13 million right now. And I'm like, I'm almost done.
They're getting sparse. Shit, I already counted him.
Like, I know in theory the idea is just like how many bees can fit into an area, and we'll do some math to times it all. Yeah. But the idea, sometimes when you hear like guesstimations on the amount of something, it sounds so crazy. Like, how could you ever fucking know that?
Yeah, right.
According to AI, it would be 40 to 50 feet in diameter for 250 million honeybees clumped together.
A foot by foot?
If they were clumped together in cubic inches.
Like in a circle, in diameter?
In a ball.
In a ball, okay.
Okay.
So
that's a big
40
ball.
to 50 foot ball, yeah.
So much bigger than this room.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Joe.
You nailed it.
Nailed it. Damn. That's like half a football field.
No,
I know.
That's yards.
It's a
dumbass
callback joke.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so back to you.
This is my chance to get on you.
Couldn't do it. Didn't stick.
The
honey joke. Okay.
The plan is to allow bees to rehive and find their queen bee. Wonder where she went. She was like, "Fuck, I'm out." Dude.
This is so many bees.
That's a lot of bees,
dude. I'm not sticking around for this cleanup.
Oh, that's a lot of bees.
Yeah.
Authorities say they hope this would. Let's see. The plan. Authorities said they hope this would happen within the next 24 to 48 hours. In an update posted on social media later on Friday, police thanked the wonderful community of beekeepers, saying over 24 had turned up to help with the rescue. One of the guys showing up, he doesn't have his equipment, and they were like, "Well, dude, where's your fucking bee suit?" And he's like, "Oh, I thought it was going to be provided." Yeah. You know you're supposed to bring on an outbreak?
It's BYOB suit.
Yeah, that's right.
It always is. We're beekeepers.
We keep all the equipment. We keep everything.
Do you have an extra one in your truck? Yeah. Has
course.
a hole in it. Has a hole in it if you want to fucking risk it. Oh, okay. Can I use it? I guess. God. Thought we had expert beekeepers around here. Fucking nonsense. But that was like the hero moment. That was like Marvel movie for beekeepers.
Yeah.
Just assemble!
No, it's Armageddon. It's when the guys that are going to go fucking blow up the comet or whatever the hell.
They just get there and they're like, hero moment. And they just put out a fake hive and save the day.
And they walk in slow motion in their bee suits.
And they just walk up there and put out a box. Now the bees are like, cool.
Come on!
Get in!
Over here!
Vacancy!
Right here.
Get in there. Your queen's in there. Nerds.
Ooh, look how sexy she looks and big.
I'm a bee.
Ooh, look at me.
They have a bunch of beekeepers, like in normal beekeeper shit, and then someone dressed up as the Honey Nut Cheerios bee with a bow on. Be like, come fuck me.
Just over like, yeah, what do you think about that?
Stick your stinger in
Look at
me,
that
you
stinger.
little fucking slut bee.
Yeah. You want to take some of the slut bee ass? Huh? You like that slutty bee ass?
And they're just like flying all over. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little dirty slut bee.
Oh, you forgot to put the Under Armour on. Shit.
I like it.
Oh, I like to be, my ass gets stung by
But as that driver, how scary that is to drive around 70,000 pounds of bees.
He just stops at a stoplight and you just hear in the back.
But maybe like a little miscommunication. Maybe he thought he was like just hauling a bunch of like the letter B.
Oh yeah.
He's like, all right, you got
signs.
He's like, all right, you got 250 million bees in here, and he's like,
why so? He's like, what?
Why
don't they just put all the letters together and then like the alphabet and then deliver them like that?
He's like,
what?
God, are all the?
He's like, what? No, you got an hour. Go.
The bagel breakfast sandwich must be back. It's a bunch of bees.
It's in all the McDonald's.
They all needed more bees.
That's funny.
Thanks.
So all these fucking McDonald's chains, they have the bagel sandwiches back. They're like, dude, we need bees so bad.
We need at least 70,000 pounds of bees. And he's like, weird job, but someone's got to do it. Just all nonchalant running intersections.
Oh god!
Didn't get the memo that it's full of fucking honeybees.
Why are you guys so fast? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? There's a bunch of
just letter B's back there, dude.
just letter B's. God damn, dude. Let a guy work.
It's like, who's bringing the A's?
Yeah.
Or they must be behind
They
me.
must have plenty of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, those bees are tricky. They'll disappear on you. Anyway, let's move off to our next one.
Is there nothing else worth talking about in there?
There's plenty.
Probably.
There's plenty. Oh no, it's doing what it always does. Oh, 1 second. You buy us time. You make another joke.
Well, I was trying to think. Let's see. There's actually in an update. Let's see. By morning, most bees should have returned to their hives. I love how they're just like they throw things out there, and the bees are like, I guess we'll go back home.
Yeah,
they're back to their giant apartment complex.
God damn, it's cold out here. You guys want to go home? Go home and find that fucking sick, slutty queen ass.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
just getting ran over like Bonnie Blue.
So things always go a little crazy. I mean, it seems like Japan, China got some weird ideas. We do too, but it always seems like we get out weirded.
Yeah.
And this would be one of those examples. Many citizens who don't want to explain their employment status pay to rent a position in a fake office, with some even assigning fictitious tasks and organizing supervisory rounds. Okay, so you got everything that I just said, because these aren't normal words that you would hear together. So it's a fake office building that you pay to go to work a fake job. And they give you fake tasks that don't exist while you're there throughout the day, and then you go home and don't make any money.
Well, what do you do for real work?
Maybe, I don't know, they're bored. They retired or...
independently wealthy, yeah.
Yeah, independently get inherited money, or they do something online and now they just have money coming in. They don't have to do it, but they want the same work environment.
That's really weird.
Mm-hmm. For almost a year now, Zhang He has gotten up early.
That work ethic over there is just crazy.
It's a fictional level of work ethic. Gotten up early, head to the office, and returned home late at night. Sorry, honey. I had to work my fake night.
You know, this time of the year, this is my crazy time of the year.
Do you get Christmas off this year? Unfortunately, no.
God, they really got you grinding over there, don't they?
They sure do, yeah.
Where do you work now? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Just doing fake things and fucking coming home pretending like I worked all day.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my God, returned home late at night. Apparently, she's repeating the same routine that millions of people in China follow every day. But her day has a peculiarity. No one pays her to do it, and no one demands results. So it's like working an office job that people kind of forgot about you. If you've ever worked in a corporate setting, you can see how you could get away with this shit. Mm-hmm. It's like working a normal corporate job on like a lower tier. Like no one cares you're there. Mm-hmm. What to do, and above all, what to say while looking for a job has become a headache for more and more Chinese who don't want to provide explanations or expose themselves to uncomfortable questions from those around them.
What are these questions they're getting asked?
Anyway,
they're so worried about.
Did you have anal last night? It's like, that's not a normal office question. Like, what's an embarrassing office question? What's your favorite sports team? How dare you?
What'd you do this weekend?
It's for me to know.
That's my own personal
information. How about you focus on the memo, Brian? Sorry, I'm just trying to fucking build a team over here.
These people are arguing over fake things at a fake business for no pay.
But in the country's large cities, spaces that offer the solution have begun to spring up. Companies that allow people to pretend to work.
I'm still not getting it.
Okay, I mean, I get it. I'll get to the get it here in a second. For a daily fee of between 30 to 50 yen, $47,
and you have to pay for it.
Yes, that's what I told you.
You're not getting paid. Yes. You're paying to be there.
You get it.
That's fucking crazy.
These companies offer desks, Wi-Fi, coffee, lunch, and an atmosphere that mimics any work environment.
It's just a
besides
fake
the
environment.
real work part. I think like actually everyone's doing shit.
Somebody walking by, going to the bathroom. We got plans for this weekend.
Put that thing on my. This is like an alternate universe.
It is
reality show of people getting mad and fake. Okay, it gets worse. According to a report in Beijing Youth Daily, although there are no contracts or bosses, some firms simulate them. Fictitious tasks are assigned and supervisory rounds are even organized. For a fee, The theatricality can reach unimaginable levels, from pretending to be a manager with his own office to staging episodes of rebellion against the supervisor.
They're LARPing.
We're having a walkout.
For like, if you pay like $50 more, the boss will come and yell at you about shit you're pretending to do.
Oh my God. All right, Johnson.
This sounds like a nut house.
Where's that fucking...
Okay.
Where's the Johnson file?
So, like you said, like they're making money, they're going there, and I get the like we've all been, all three of us, working from home for a long time, and it is a weird environment, right? When you work and you have an office to go to, and there's tasks and there's drive, you also get like that office friendship and interaction with just other humans that you don't get when you work at home, right? I mean, first off, no way I'm fucking paying you to go sit in here and pretend to do shit, but I get the social aspect of it, like just seeing people that are outside of your family.
Just go to a restaurant.
Sure, but that's still not the same. You're usually going with your family.
There's better things to LARP as. Come on.
Yeah, but like just that social talking and bantering back and forth or whatever it is that you don't get unless it's with the same fucking people every single day. It's your kids or it's your partner. Or if you're by yourself, it's literally just you. So getting to a spot where you get to actually have some sort of human interaction is probably pretty important for your mental status.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I mean, this does that for me.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
But I'm not paying to be here.
It's enough for us.
Yeah.
But is it enough for other people? Or are they just sitting at home and they just
Why don't they get a real
sad?
job?
Yeah, see? Where you make actual money. Because, I don't know, the pressure of having a real job is too much. They don't want to go that far.
The fake pressure is...
It's just right.
God, what the fuck?
Like, we just don't do anything. You get an email, it's like, I need this by Monday, and you're like, you get it. You betcha.
What if you started getting overwhelmed by your fake job?
Please see the attachment below on an email. I need this by Monday. And they open it up. It's like a fucking flip you off emoji. Or it's like, it's just like, man. It's
You
like,
report
Bob,
it to fake HR.
Fake HR for your fake joke you didn't
So you
make.
could have a fake drama.
Someone in your same cubicle space paid $50 more for me to yell at you. So go fuck yourself. And you're like,
it was a tip.
It was a tip. Oh, man.
So,
like living out some weird office fantasy.
It's funny, but also so anybody that knows Nathan Fielder and his show, the rehearsal, the new season a little plug. New season just wrapped up. You can go watch it on Max. It's hilarious. But he simulates all these things. So you do it ahead of a time and you rehearse so you rehearse for your main thing that you're going to do. And this is what that sounds like. It's almost like I'm going to go do this. I'm going to pay to learn how to be in an environment and then go get a job. Then you're ready for it.
You're like, I've been trained.
I've been trained to deal with all this sort of shit.
Exactly. That's part
and now
of it
I
too.
can deal with it.
Like, I know what this environment is like, but just like the lengths that we're going to alleviate basic stress causers as a human. The anxiety of going to the first day on the job where
And
it's
you're
like
paying for it.
and you're like, that's too much. I need to go for a couple months to a fake job so I'm not weirded out by a new environment. Like, what the fuck? That's so scary to me. I mean, it makes sense, but like sometimes things are scary.
Here's a funny thought. Like, people that go to a job like that and fucking hate it, they hear something like this and they're like, I want to get out of this so bad, and you're paying to have this experience. It's kind of like the old Larry David jokes about like people that shave their heads. It's like you're shaving your fucking nice hair that you get to have to look like I do, and I can't grow. You know how much I would love to grow hair,
right?
Like it's like you're paying for this fucking experience that people hate.
Exactly.
But I get it. If you don't get it, if you don't have it, then you want to experience it. I get it. It's like,
like what's that all about? Like a lot of shows fantasize like the office environment, and you just work from home and you're like, what's it all about?
So having worked from home by myself for 5 years now, that the idea of like, that's why I started doing like the deliveries, because I just wanted something to do other than to like just be sitting at home.
Be sitting there with your own thoughts and sadness.
So like I get it, but the stress going to like a stressful environment when you don't have to.
I'm just picturing me, you, and Zach in a fake office where nothing really matters.
Yeah.
Dude, no fucking chance.
Sending an email like, yeah, I need this done by the end of the day.
I just be stapling
like,
shit to your
I'm not
back.
doing it.
Yeah. There's so much shit I'd be doing. I'd walk in and Zach paid more to be the supervisor that day. I just walk in and push his computer off the desk. And pours coffee down my pants and be like, see you Monday, nerd.
I mean, it's like they
rip his door off the hinges, throw it in your cubicle.
Yeah.
Like nothing matters. Nothing's real.
I'm calling HR.
Yeah. And then hit the fucking fire alarm and take the stairs down. Like that's what you're going to get if I'm working in a fake office environment.
No repercussions.
Keep me on track with fake shit where nothing matters.
If I was delivering people's food for no pay, that's how it would feel.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm paying to deliver your food. Fuck you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Although, I mean, some fun experiences. That's the thing you don't get is the experience of the office. So it'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the cliche thing they say for when they want to hire an artist to come play? Exposure. That's it.
You'll get exposure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting paid $50 and all the exposure at fucking One World coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
But like, awesome. So the 5 people that wish I wasn't here, that's what you're paying?
That's how R&R RV got me.
You got all the exposure?
Think of all the exposure you're going to get.
It's Memorial Day weekend, Zach.
Dude, it's going to be crowded.
Listen, I got good news. You get all the hot dogs you want, and you're going to get a ton of exposure. All 7 people that come through today.
All the people that are here that are looking to buy an RV that are going to now not care about that and
go buy your stuff.
And buy your albums.
Like, oh, that guy was good, but fuck, dude. Do I say his name to get a discount on this RV? Why is he here?
Just entertainment and exposure.
Just enter Zach. Like, it's not working. It's with a Q.
Zach with an H? No. A K?
No.
No.
Below me.
It's Zach with a Q, and they're like, I'm leaving.
Like a QU? QUE? No, just it ends with a Q.
It ends with a Q.
We ignore those rules.
Is it?
Love you, Zach. But your name would be an awful promo code.
It would.
Mm-hmm.
No one would ever get the promo.
So it's a great promo code. All right. Well, that's ridiculous. Let's move on to the next one. Brian, you want to read the last thing for our sweaty flog hog today?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try anyhow.
I think you're going to be able to do a fine job. I believe in you.
I haven't done that in a while. A little mouth pop.
Oh.
Dead man comes alive after ambulance hits pothole in... Oh, I thought it said hernia at first. Dead man comes alive after ambulance hits pothole in Haryana family.
Okay.
Haryana. I knew her.
Mm-hmm.
Family members said the 80-year-old I read that as 80-year-old grandson.
Grandpa's just 140?
Grandson.
What position did you play?
Family members said the 80-year-old's grandson, who was returning home with the body, noticed him moving his hand after the ambulance went over a pothole.
It's a medical miracle.
India's much derided.
Sure. You did.
Potholes, which have caused everything from annoyance and exasperation to injuries and even deaths.
Can you imagine dying from hitting a fucking pothole?
Just about as much as I feel coming alive.
Mm-hmm. It's wild.
Turned out to be a literal lifesaver for an 80-year-old man from Haryana. On Thursday, his family has claimed. Declared dead by doctors. Yeah, he's dead. Nothing to see here.
Nothing we could do. Hey, do you have anything? No. I mean, I could try driving over this pothole, but you fucking tell
me. A speed bump.
So. You got a speed bump coming up.
Clear.
He's alive. Told you.
Sometimes it works.
Anyway, that'll be $6 million.
Yeah.
You got to pay for the repair on the suspension as well,
and the pothole. Declared dead by the body, Darsha Singh Brar was being taken from Patiala to his home near Karnal, where mourning relatives had gathered. Not the morning, like mourning, like they were mourning.
They're not mourning relatives, like they didn't get up early.
Yeah, they're not mourning people. They were mourning.
Sad. They were sad. Yeah.
Gathered food had been laid out and wood had been collected for his funeral. when the ambulance hit a pothole. Wait, so was
They
he
had the whole spread.
They were how fast is the funeral? That must be the fastest funeral I've ever heard.
Like he's dead. Like roll out the biscuits.
Yeah, get everything out. This is it. That's like someone.
Finally,
they're trying to hide something.
they had all the food in the oven warming.
They just kept it in the warmer.
Like, yep, got the call. Like, yeah, he's dead. Like, okay, everyone, move. It turns out to the scene from fucking Polar Express. Hot chocolate. You guys don't? Nope. No one. All right. Oh yeah. There's a kid out there there's kids out there that got that one.
I'm picturing like a funeral director, kind of like a wedding planner. He's like, all right,
he's dead.
We're on.
He's dead. He's finally dead. All right, get the biscuits. Got the turkey wraps. Get him out of here. Use the other tablecloth. Nope. Yeah, that one right there. Get out of here.
That's for the weddings. That's for this one's the black ones are for the funeral.
Pigs in the blanket. They're in the oven. Get them. Come on now. Come on now. He's dead.
Hey up.
Hold on. They hit it. The pothole saved him. All right, pigs in the blanket. Put it back in the oven.
Yeah, we're off.
Someone else will die soon.
Pothole.
You know that. All right, here we go.
How do you get saved, or how do you still alive? Pothole.
You had oh shit. Yep. So come on, clean it up. Someone else is gonna die. Let's go.
Brar's family said his grandson,
who
was with him in the ambulance, noticed him moving his hand, and on sensing a heartbeat, asked the ambulance driver to head to the nearest hospital. The doctors declared him alive. They declared him dead first.
He is alive.
What position did you play?
How old was his grandson? I mean, probably older if he's checking for a heartbeat.
Yeah, he's got the wits about him.
I just picture that scene in Independence Day when they're messing around with the alien, and he's like, his hand starts going. The hand is moving.
Yes.
Did he hit a pothole? No, he crashed his fucking spaceship. Despair to hope. Nope.
What?
The 80-year-old heart patient is now undergoing treatment at a hospital in Carnal, where his condition is said to be critical.
All right, get the pigs in the blanket back out.
Yeah.
Come on.
Where are we at? We're at critical.
Well, he's alive because of the pothole. Critical? All right, just put him on the warming table. Come on.
Oh, shit.
Come on now.
I could do that.
Come on.
Family has hailed the incident as a miracle and are now hoping for a speedy recovery. He hit a pothole.
Yeah.
Okay. They're looking for some sign. He hit a fucking pothole. Mm-hmm. Despair to hope. One of Brar's grandsons, Balwan Singh.
What?
Balwan
Sing.
Counts 1-0.
Balwan.
Sing it, sister. Said the 80-year-old lived in Nising near Carnal.
Oh, I know exactly where
Can
that
this
is.
just be in America?
No, you can't. Where's the world has stuff happening?
I just want to just be in America so I can read. So I can read good.
We all know that hasn't helped you.
Where an entire colony has been named after him. Brar had not been keeping well for a few days, and Balwan Singh's brother took him to the hospital near his house in Patiala for treatment. Balwan said his grandfather, Balwan, was on a ventilator. Was on a ventilator for 4 days.
No wonder the food was ready.
No shit. Yeah, dude.
Just let us know when you pull the plug. We'll get the pigs in the blanket out. Yeah, just text me. Text 1. Just text me the number 1. We'll get the pigs in the blanket out. And he wanted lemonade. Oh no, Kool-Aid. Okay, we'll get the whole thing ready. Just let me know when you pull it. All right, love you.
We got the Kool-Aid on ice.
We got Kool-Aid on ice. Pigs in the blanket on fire.
I mean, I don't know if there's much else to fucking talk about.
He was taken off the ventilator and declared dead.
Right.
And then hit a pothole and came alive. Dude,
that's so just in the transfer.
Just that much of a compression.
Yeah.
Just fired his heart back up.
Who was the guy
for a couple more days of suffering?
So I've always thought this is kind of a weird thing. You know, in the show movies, whatever, they're like, clear, and then like they do it 3 or 4 times, and they're like, nah,
I quit.
They're just like,
this is too much work.
Yeah, they look at the clock and they're like, time of death 7:05, and then there's always one guy that's like, just one more, man,
one more,
just one more. But
like, why'd you guys run out of electricity? Fire it up!
That's what I always thought. It's like, why quit? Because I guess if they survive, maybe he would be brain dead, but like, why not just keep, is the doctor so fucking busy?
No, I'm guessing it's too many shocks is bad.
He's already dead.
Right. But after that point, maybe it makes whatever other options you have obsolete.
This just fucking says right here, a pothole saved him.
If they put that in, like, can you imagine hospitals having a little pothole runway?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing we could do. Like, get them down to the pothole track.
Well, no.
They're just running about the building and just...
The pothole is one last ditch effort. They don't, okay, fine. They don't want to use electricity. I'm fine with that. Maybe they don't want to do that. So the doctor calls it.
The bill is already astronomical that year.
Yep. TOD.
It's been a cold winter.
716.
Okay.
All right. Get him down to the morgue. It's like, want to take the pothole road? Yeah, just might as well.
Do you want the dirt road or the paved road?
The paved road.
Might as well hit the dirt road, see what happens.
Yeah.
He's alive!
He's alive. Oh, good.
Shit, bring him back here. We'll put him on a ventilator again.
Okay, we got those pig and blagons need to heat back up.
Get him back in the oven. Call the family. Call the family. No, you just let him down again. No one gets to eat. All right, let's move off to some good news. Let's roll it right now. Zach!
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Hooray, we aren't doomed.
Yeah! So this is wild. I can't, and I have never, and I don't ever plan to, run a normal marathon. Maybe someday. I get it's not just about, like, you don't have to be trying to set a goal or trying to, what I meant to say was, I know it's like, trying to win it. Not everyone's in it to fucking get first place in a marathon.
If I ain't winning, I ain't doing it.
Okay. But with a marathon, it's about the preparation and the focus on yourself to be ready
It's
for...
the journey, not the destination, Joe.
You get it. Fuck yeah, you do. Oh, yeah! But then there's like...
And the winning.
The ultra marathon runners. Okay?
The Kenyans.
And that's the shit that will never, just not even on the radar whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I will stop at marathon. You put ultra in front of it, I'm fucking out. Right? Even if you put like ultra orgy, I'd be like, I don't think so.
Can I say something real quick?
What?
So, like crazy marathon people, like Kenyans, they just seem like Kenyans who are marathon people. White people who are crazy marathon people, they just seem different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like psych. I don't know. There's something just off. Like the Kenyans, like they just like to run. That's what it seems like.
Okay.
It's my perception of it. Like
from the outside looking in.
From the outside looking in, I don't know anything about these people.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
The Kenyans seem normal. Yeah. They just seem like normal people who can run really good. White people, it's like that. There's something wrong with that guy.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I get what you're going for here.
And that's just me from the outside with not looking and researching or
looking at me through the glasses.
I'm on the outside.
So anyway, this ultra marathon runner also managed to breastfeed her baby 3 times on her way to winning the whole fucking thing.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's so fucking awesome. So in the sport, I just zoomed down and it went dark. What's it trying to do to me? In a sport of ultra running, athletes often defy human limits. But at a recent 100-kilometer race in Wales, one runner took it to another level. 100
That's a lot.
Kilometers.
Yeah, I don't know what that is in miles, but that's a lot.
Far. As seen in photos that quickly went viral, runner, a new mom, Stephanie Case, sat down at 3 points along the demanding race course to breastfeed her 6-month-old daughter. Case not only finished the race, she placed first among the female competitors.
Imagine, like, and also pumping while she's running. She's running, it's like,
and then like throwing the bottle off to her husband on the way by. And
he throws it in the freezer,
tucking her boob back in. Yeah. I know, but like somebody had to chase her with a baby, waiting for the next time that titty's popping out.
There's a guy on the motorcycle
with a baby,
yeah.
With a hose attached to a tit?
Yeah.
Like refueling a jet plane?
No, it's a guy on the motorcycle, then the husband's on the back holding onto the guy with his one arm and the baby in the other arm.
And just dipping the baby down on the boob? See, that would be effective.
It's kind of like the military that like we have here in Beautiful. At the military base, the C7 is C.
Yeah, they're refueling the planes.
Refueling units. Yeah. That's basically what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that was a surprise. Case wrote on Instagram, posting photos of herself feeding her daughter while wearing her racing bib and gear, and just said, "I won." Case had no idea victory awaited her at the Ultra Trail Snowdonia race in northern Wales. After a 3-year break from competing, she was just happy to be running again. I have to have a daughter, Pepper, after a long journey that include 2 miscarriages. So again, just fighting through all of this. And then, of course, funny that named their daughter Pepper.
Yeah.
Because that's not a very common name.
What does that say about the other women competing?
See? They read that and they're like, dude, I suck. I'm back to marathons for me.
Yeah.
I can't. This lady's fucking feeding babies and kicked my ass.
Like, imagine, wouldn't that just kill your
motivation?
Your fucking motivation. You're like, oh man, I could have won, but this woman that just had a baby 3 months ago and has stopped to breastfeed several times won.
I still got last place.
She won?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
To her, the photos show an athlete being a mom at the same time, and those things not actually competing with one another. We don't have to lose ourselves in becoming a mom, and we can keep setting big goals for ourselves, she says. So this lady definitely...
What's that say about other moms,
great
too?
Motivation. Like, you are terrible, and I am better.
It's not great. See, I don't see that as great motivation.
Oh.
I don't.
Oh, because you just can't do it.
No, well, yes. One is I can't do it. But then how does that make other moms look who are just like, I just can't adult today?
Maybe that should be them. I think that is on them today. I think that the motivation is whether you pick it up. But if you're going to look at this story and be like, God, she's making me feel bad.
No, but it's funny because one of the content things that I do with the videos is a mom, and I've had so many comments of moms just being like, "Oh, that's so me," when I'm doing something mundane, you know. And then
your next video is you breastfeeding a baby at an ultra marathon. And they're like, "That's not me."
But if I showed this article to all the moms that comment, they would be like, "Wow, I feel
like I'm not doing enough."
Yes, exactly.
Well, maybe they should do a little more. Is that the beauty of motivational stories?
I mean, there are ways you can take that. You can take it as motivating or like, fuck, I'm a failure in life.
Exactly. So pick the other one. The motivation one instead of self-hatred.
There are moms that are just like, I showered today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And instead of running 60 miles.
They're like, I finally was able to shower today.
Mm-hmm.
Or I was able to have a hot cup of coffee and not heat it up 28 times in the microwave.
Yeah.
That was a success for them that day.
Yeah, it's a personality thing.
I wonder if it does something to the milk to run 60 miles. If that baby was like, it's more like a milkshake than normal.
The baby just started running immediately.
It's curdling.
She breastfeeds her and then now the baby's running next to her.
It's growing as she's running.
Magic powers. Anyway... Mrs. Cass, fucking good job. Maybe I'll try for a half marathon sometime. This next one, just in time for Father's Day. Zach!
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes! That's awesome! Let's venture over to the beautiful world of Etsy.
Love it.
So if you're looking for a Father's Day gift that is affordable and funny, we've all seen and are familiar with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
So you got a candy bar. And then when you open the candy bar, what's inside of it? Or what are you hoping for? A golden ticket. So on Etsy,
Charlie, you won.
You can buy Wonka bars that have golden tickets in there. And this one is for a blowjob.
Oh, that's sweet. Fuck yeah, dude.
Blowjob ticket, lap dance ticket, hand job, all that. You go through a fucking pack of Wonka bars for a hand job? I want a divorce! His fantasy ticket, that's a fun one. Anal ticket. Here's a massage ticket. I found one right down here. Rimjob ticket.
I would probably turn that one in, see if I could get another HJ out of it or something.
Does two RJs equal an HJ?
No, I don't know, man.
Opening up a Willy Wonka bar, like oh man. So I'm picturing like the way that Father's Day and Mother's Day go because kids are selfish and can't afford anything. Like the gift just says like from you and your kids, and you open it up in front of your kids, and you pull out a ticket, and your wife and kids, and your rim job ticket.
Ass fuck.
Mom, what's a rim job?
Oh, that's when
that's when your daddy grabs his ankles and I fucking suck his ass.
Wow-wee.
Wow-wee.
I want to try that.
Wow-wee. Did he come?
Yeah.
I'll let you know as soon as he turns it in. It'd just be this dusty gold rim job ticket. Is there anything sadder?
It's like underneath the couch or something.
It's like half under the TV. Oh, honey, I think you lost your... She's... pulls it out of the vent.
Your rim job ticket.
Pulls it out of the vent when you guys are remodeling. You're like, Joe, man, how'd that rim job ticket get up there? She's like, well, here you go. Like, whenever you're ready. It gives you a little, and you're like, shit. You're just trying to hide a golden rim job ticket so you don't have to get it. Anyway.
That's still one of my favorite
positions.
What position did you play?
No, Valentine's gifts, like early in the relationship.
Oh, the IOUs?
Yeah, there's like 10 of them. Like whenever you'd like turn this in, it's time.
Mm-hmm. Because then they never use them and they get lost in a drawer.
I think I used them all within the first week.
One day, you just go all in.
Yeah. I'm all in.
You get it. You're like,
Jesus, terrible poker face.
And you can use these whenever you want.
Poke your face.
Yeah. Hand them all over. You're like, yep, guess what? I'm fucking your ass while you lick mine. And you clean the house. This is going to be the best day of my life.
You sure you want all this today?
Holy shit, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to lick my ass while you cook dinner tonight. No, honey,
tacos.
One at a time. I don't see, like, you're reading the fine print.
Yeah, there's no stipulation that says they have to be.
It doesn't say anything about one at a time. I'm pretty sure it's implied. Well, I'm not breaking any rules here.
Well, it's got to be on, if it's a rule, it's got to be on the ticket.
So it looks like I'm getting a hand job, a blow job, a foot massage while you make me dinner. Here you go. Oh, yeah, and clean the house. She's just like, fuck. You're just following her around with a vacuum while she's sucking your dick, cooking dinner.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, let's hear from the kids. Let's do it. Zach, fuck!
Hey, you guys!
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
Wow, that's cool.
All right, this one, first one is coming in for someone who can relate to something that I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She says,
does she have a name?
This is from Molly.
Oh, okay.
It's from Daughter Molly. This one's for Brian.
Oh.
I can totally relate to him feeling bad for inanimate objects. When I was a little kid, I had suffered walrus...
What? God damn it. When I was a little kid, I suffered walrus? What the fuck?
I suffered from walrus in me.
When I was a little kid, I suffered walrus.
I suffocated a walrus.
I was driving tractor, suffered walrus. God damn it. Yeah, no, I get it, dude. When I was a little kid, I suffered walrus as well.
God, tell me something I don't know.
Something I don't know. I mean, who hasn't suffered walrus? Oh, fuck, man. All right, back to you, hun.
When I was a little kid, I had this stuffed walrus named Wally. That makes way more sense. I lived in the mountains in California. And we would drive down the hill to the valley. I would, for whatever reason, think about what if he made his way out of the car window and was left on the side of the mountain.
Oh, poor. That suffered walrus.
Yeah.
On the menu tonight, we have suffered walrus. We have Alaskan halibut. We got king crab. We've got suffered walrus. Ooh, it looks like suffered walrus is 50% off. I wonder why. Tastes like shit.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it suffered. We've got suffered walrus. Was it a clean kill? Absolutely not.
Suffered dearly.
All right.
For hours.
Actually.
Carve away at it
I can taste
hours.
it. I can taste the stress.
It tastes the suffrage.
Oh, my God. I can taste the stress in this walrus. Back to you.
I would think about how lonely and scared he would be. The pain would eat me alive. I know that feeling, even though it never happened. Another ridiculous thing that I would do was always scrape every noodle out of the can of chicken noodle soup so as not to make the noodles feel bad. I called it NNLB, the No Noodle Left Behind Initiative. What the fuck? It's fucking soup.
That's so funny.
Doesn't matter what it is. It's the object. I totally get it.
Yeah.
That said, thing is...
Nope.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
That said, it's sad.
Nope. Yep. The sad thing
is, at 38 years old, I've finally come to the conclusion that it's fucking soup! And I shouldn't feel bad for fucking noodle to be left in the can and not be eaten. Call me crazy. I probably am, but the concept still sticks with me. Love you, Brian, and love that you may be just as crazy as I am or not. I know that feeling, though. It's the.
I don't want the noodle to be alone.
It doesn't matter what the object is. It could be a football in the backyard or a noodle in a tuna can. Just a noodle in a tuna can. Will suffer like a noodle in
That's a fucking lawsuit. That's not a saying.
Why is there a noodle in my tuna can?
That's the first question. Listen, son.
Waiter, what's this noodle doing in my tuna can?
Listen, son. Life gets hard. Doesn't matter if it's a football in the backyard or a noodle in a tuna can. Life's full of surprises. All right, now get out there. Good luck.
Somebody's dad used to say that.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's a football in the backyard.
I feel more out of place in a noodle in a tuna can. Yeah, all right.
We gotta write that down as one of the things my dad used to say.
Get in there. Our second email is coming in from our daughter Catherine, who writes, "Hey, daddies, my favorite Uncle Zach.
Hello.
I just finished listening to the show, got all caught up until Mother's Day of this year. Then I decided to sign up to be a super duper silly goose. Woohoo! Because I wanted the largest and tightest genitalia." I always forget that it says that in there.
I know.
Whenever people write that in, I'm like, do we promise something? We can't. And listening to all the bonus episodes that I missed. Sorry, I don't write often, so I never punctuate. I'm trying, damn it. Not really. Anyways, you said in that episode, peanut butter, UFO, rock baby, cocaine hot dog.
God, we said a lot of weird stuff.
God. There was a workplace accident involving the death of an 18-year-old boy whose head was smashed by 2 cages, and you asked what that sounded like. I do remember that.
We did do that.
Well, I don't have a comparison of 2 cages smashing a head, but I worked with this girl a while back, and she told me that her best friend's son blew his head off with a shotgun in the kitchen while she was in the living room. And she said the sound she remembers is that it was like a mirror smashing into pieces. That's sad. God, fuck. I can hear it. Also,
so specific.
Also, would you rather question on one of the episodes? Just a quick pivot.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about that. I can't recall it. Was like, would you rather hit the water at 70 or the road at 50 or vice versa? I do remember that. There's this girl in town. I know the family and she's crazy, like mentally not stable. She got in an argument with the driver traveling on the highway and jumped out. She survived.
Yeah, she was just mumbling about how something about a stuffed animal would be on the side of the road.
It'd be suffered walrus, and then she jumped out. She survived, but was in the hospital for a bit. And also she had kids and she had them taken away. Later on, she had her son and she was walking across the highway and she got hit by a truck. Zach. Not a big one.
The walls are you're closer now. We can hear you.
We can hear you. Not a big one, like an F-150 going around 50 miles per hour. And she survived as well. But I think that changed him forever because now he's gay.
Knocked something loose in his brain.
Yeah! Anyways, love you bitches. Bye.
Jesus
Can you imagine if watching your parents get hit by a truck was how you got turned gay? Like you're at a gay bar, be like, how big was your dad's truck?
They all have the same story.
Yes, that's the origin story. You walk in, there's just an icebreaker, like you're sitting there swirling around your neat whiskey. You're like just looking at a nice hot fella. And you're like, hate to ask you, but
how fast was he going?
Was that a 2-ton to hit your mom because you're really gay?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, stop it.
It was actually a Chevy.
It was actually a Chevy. I remember it like yesterday.
Mine came from a pothole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call back.
My dad and mom got hit by an ambulance. So I am super gay. All right, well, that's episode 156. Let's get the hell out of here. Off to the bonus stuff. Reminder, the Honkathon is on. We got the different tiers. Just head over to canyouDon'tPodcast.com/canyouDon'tPodcast. As we hit the different goals, we will do the different stuff. Rate and review us wherever you listen to your podcast. Go check out what Uncle Zach is doing over in the Scatcast universe.
I wouldn't.
We just had to sign some cards.
Yeah, I did.
Just today before the show, so you got lots of cards going on.
Yep, they're all going out this week.
Woohoo! Woo! Head over to scatcast.com. That's scat with a K. And a big thanks to the babysitters that moderate the Can You Don't Playground on Facebook. Let's wrap it up.
Facebook.
Zach!
Position did you play?
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
That was just for us, wasn't it?
Now I just layered it up. Everyone got a little taste of that, baby. Did you guys know that Sylvester Stallone wrote the screenplay for Rocky in just 3.5 days?
I did not know that.
And he wrote it by hand, inspired by the Muhammad Ali and Chuck Wepner fight. The film was shot in 28 days on a budget of $1 million. The producers wanted Burt Reynolds to play the lead, but Stallone refused and accepted huge budget cuts to star in his own film. A year before, he had $106 in the bank, a pregnant wife, and a dog that he couldn't afford to feed. Talk about your life. Fucking turn it around.
Or, I mean, and putting, and like trusting yourself. Putting everything on the line.
And then you think of him and his acting skills, like him and Keanu Reeves, like they're just like, I mean, not like comedy Keanu Reeves. Like if you look at badass John Wick Keanu Reeves, like, got it. But even like in The Matrix, like it just worked. Yeah. But like that, like it works for them. Yeah. And no one had any idea that was going to work for
They're action
Sylvester
movies.
Stallone.
They don't expect anybody to act good.
I know, but it worked out.
It worked for Arnold Schwarzenegger. If it worked for him, it worked for anybody.
So if you're sitting there on something that you could just do yourself right now, you got a good idea, just do it.
Don't wait. Yeah, don't wait.
Could turn around your whole goddamn life.
Put it out there. You never know what's going to happen.
All right, let's get off to the bonus stuff. Say your goodbye. I wonder what that would sound like with the helium. Will you do it for me?
Let me try it. Let me find that hole. Where'd the hole go? Let me remember my knife.
Gape it. You gonna poke a new hole?
I don't remember where the other hole went.
I think it was right in the top.
Oh, I just poked myself.
Oh, okay.
That's the same thing.